Greetings, everyone! It is I, Kikowski, welcoming you to a stream, the pre-stream to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable, get ready for day 696 of Hillsfar. There is a 6, there is a 9, but it's 696. How you doing, everyone? Hello, Ogre. Hello, Draftforge. Hello, Klauth. I hope you are all doing well today. Hope things are going good.
Mayhem!
Hello there, Matt! Subscribing 10 months. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Hello indeed. I hope it's all going well for you. No good. Only great allowed. Okay. I hope things are going great then. Fantastic. Stupendous. Fandabulistic. Hello, Ada. Hello, Alias. How's it going? So much smoke around from hazard burns? Oh dear. I hope that gets better soon. Excellent. Things are going fandabulous. Wonderful. Wonderful. The best thing, though, we can do the Animex. The best thing is, we have no Sen's Fortress today. Yep. This stream will contain 0% Sen's Fortress. This is a good thing, because Sen's Fortress was an experience. You got Margie's photo and new villagers moving in daily? Excellent! Sounds like you're having a lot of fun. Ah, Sen's Fortress. It's alright, I've got a great name for that VOD. A great name. It's called Sen's Fortress. It might be because there's a lot of Kitty's Fortress, however, still needs to... We will never do that. What about my recommended daily intake, Kiko? What will I do about my nutrition? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm not your daily Dark Souls content. Yeah, Bella will do that, Matt. Sadly, just as I'm not your source of Fortnite funnies, I am also not your source of daily Dark Souls funnies. I am sorry. I cannot provide that which you seek. It is not within my power. And hey, one day that entire playthrough will be over. Or, more likely, it will grind to a halt as I fail to make progress at doing a thing. But will it be better or worse than when I played Sonic 3D Blast 5 and we spent nearly an entire stream trying to get past one jump? And people were like, no, just concede that it's over. And I was like, no. And then we didn't concede it was over. And then we won. And then we saw the rest of the game. And it was a game. Of all the games that exist, it is one of them. I remember that. It was an experience. It's not one I'm ever going to repeat. The game should have ended at the jump. The rest was not worth it. I mean, we sort of knew that when we were playing a game called Sonic 3D Blast 5 on the Nintendo Game Boy. So it was already not an official game by any stretch of the imagination. It was already not that great. You could say on my channel I have played many of the games of all time. Many of the games of all time. You know what happened as soon as we finish playing Docs? What about the game? I mean, I always lose that. I'm sorry. I always lose that. You know what's going to happen as soon as I finish playing Dark Souls 1, though? We all know what is going to happen. We know. As the screen slowly fades. As the screen slowly fades. People go to the kitchen for cake and ice cream. Tarby Dazzles do with a fist-only build. That sounds like pain. Why would I want to do that, Animex? The silly. No. This is when I turn around to all of you and go, you better provide me with an incentive if you want to see me play the second game. And then people won't be able to provide me with an incentive. And then it won't happen. Just play Dark Souls 1 forever. Just start the second playthrough immediately after the first. Play it exactly the same way. I would not actually do that as a note. What I will do, however, is pour some beverage. It is time for me to pour more beverage. Delicious, delicious beverage. It is a flawed game, but one that I found myself going back to and over again. It has charm. Huh, interesting. Well, we shall see. It all depends on ultimately if I step away from Dark Souls 1 saying it was an enjoyable experience. We're not done with the game yet. We're not yet done. What we aren't done with either is Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's still more to see. But hey, Sen's Fortress was an experience. I have a lot to complete yet, Alias. I have a lot left to do. And there's DLC. Yeah. There's DLC. I have to also start looking at the various boss souls that I've been acquiring and asking myself whether I'm going to do anything with them. Am I going to achieve thing? Why am I awake this early? I don't know, you have to ask yourself that question, Hammy. I have a friend online, though. You can figure out how to get to the DLC. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure chat will tell me. She's go that way. Excellent. I'll be there in half an hour. Narrator, he was not there in half an hour. True, but if I ask you, how do I get to the DLC, you would answer. Like, you would answer if I asked. Yeah, I'm not going to ask otherwise. I'm not going to expected otherwise. Don't worry, we're going to get... Oh, that was me with my chair there. Don't worry, we're going to end up with loads of awesome pieces of equipment. Weapons, rings, armor. And we're probably not going to use most of them. We're probably not going to use most of them. Hello there, everyone! Right now in Hillsford, it's 2 PM on Saturday, April the 19th, 2025. It's a lovely, lovely Saturday. Gig is performing in the plaza. He loves audience requests. If there's anything you'd like to hear, stop at the plaza and let him know. And with that, I get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. Thank you! Yay. That is Isabel. That sounds like any standard RPG. Right. Oh, hey, buddy! Jitters is literally outside my house. I think he was waiting for me. Well, I don't have anything gift-wise for you yet, Jitters. So let me get Bill's gift. Don't worry, Bill's gift is very easy. There you go. Yep, it begins. Hey, Hammy. People continue to claim that Jitters doesn't exist. Don't worry, Hammy's dead, so, she's already perished. No, Hammy, Jitters is not a conspiracy. Never had a jitters on... Oh, is that so? Never had this jitters, eh? Well, we'll see. We'll see when I hand him a thing. Hey, Kikoski, good to see you. Things are okay, thank you, Dark Jade. I had a good stream yesterday. It's a nice day today. I've had a nice lunch, went food shopping, regretted having to spend loads of money on food because food, but I do like food. I like eating food. I'm not a fan of buying food. That is where the problem is. But such is life. It is more expensive, but food is just a thing you've got to buy. You gotta have food. Oh, we've got quite a lot of eggs, to be fair. But eggs aren't that expensive here. Okay, I know exactly what I'm wearing today. And it starts with... Let's go to S. Yeah. Couldn't you just keep them in their carton? That way you have all the space you need for them. Yes. I am seeing the plan here. It is a good plan. It is a very good plan. I don't have food. One, the other was convinced that humans could learn photosynthesis. Yeah. Yeah. PSA, folks. If someone tells you that you can live without eating food or consuming nutrients, they're lying to you. Don't listen to them. They absolutely 110% do not have your best interests at heart. Need a nice pair of glasses. Or do we? I mean, that would make me instantly very cool. But you know... Nah, no glasses today. Also, I know you said it in the way you said it just to get the point across, but learn photosynthesis? I learned that from a book. I didn't need to not eat to do that. Afternoon, Berserk, you doing good? I got a gift for you, buddy. Huh? What do you got, Berserk? I've got... thing. I'll be back with you in a moment, Jitters. What's inside? Just gotta check the resident services. Some piss on list right about now, after I've had a chat with you. Thanks, I'll eat this later. Here's some for you. The suit of light's taking over shine. Thanks, Jitters. Oh, I saw a Bela. Yeah, it's away trading time. It's chat time. The t-shirt I wear for my daily work is like my family. And do you know what makes me want to wear it every day? Do you, Sandy? It's the... breathable mesh. Hi, you know your sportswear. That's what most folks would say, but... well, for me, breathability is just a secondary concern, Berserk. What I want is a shirt that fabric and wicks my sweat in a way that makes our muscles look even bigger. Trade photosynthesis? Develop photosynthesis? I believe... evolve how to photosynthesize might be what they were hoping to do. But in reality, what they succeeded in doing is, yeah, damaging their body. Don't do that, folks. Salutations! I was just hoping and thinking how lovely it would be to see you, nice. Look, this be now. I was hoping to see you. And here you are. Do you have food? I haven't done breakfast. Oh, I can't wait to see what's inside. Some pears by my... Thank you, Sandy. I can't wait to try it. Well, I can't let you go with your hand now. Here, take Tasha's photo. Tasha! Photo for you. Why, is this something I can help you with, nice? I think you've already handed me your photo. Believe you, me darling, I do not like to go around spreading rumours, but you won't believe the rumour I heard. I heard that someone strange is happening when you take an island tour with a Nook ticket. I heard that eggs are coming out of the rocks on those islands. Eggs, darling, from rocks! And quite a few of them, too, if you can believe it. You know what else I heard? I heard the phenomenon might be happening in the rounds, too. Perhaps it's happening right here on this very island. You really ought to go look into it, nice. Like eggs from rocks? Gadzooks! Rock equals egg. We have engaged in science, folks. You know what else we're going to engage in? Hitting this rock. Maybe there'll be egg in it. Bunny Day is fast approaching, Hammy, yes. It's not Bunny Day today, but it's getting there. The day will soon arrive when the bunny is here. And I'll be like, yes. Yes, I achieved all my stuff. Does your new island have all the stuff, Hammy? You must now go and collect all the things. Make all the recipes. Get all of the stuff. I, meanwhile, will hoard all of my egg. I've slowly been working, by the way, on making a banner holder for my diorama piece. But it's not just going to be one person holding up the banner, it's going to be two. Going to have two people do it. Oh, and there goes my shovel. Also, you know what else is flying by? That's right, it sounds like an egg. It flies like an egg. Eggs don't fly, but this one does. Because there it is. Egg! Hello. How are you doing? Well, you will not have to worry about that here because we don't really have sound alerts. Do I really want the bees? I did in that run. I very much did in that run. You are right. Also, we're putting money in the Swold hole. In Disabila. I mean, we do if you donate it, like, bits. So if you kept doing that, you could get... That's true. But you'd have to be handing me money to do that. Nice to see you. Thanks for chatting with me. I got a thing for you. Oh, what is it? I'll tell you what it is, Bela. It's fruit. Oh, what is it? It's a mystery. I'm not opening now. That's pretty sensible, Hammy. Sleep is important. Some pears. Yum. I'm gonna eat so fast it's gonna be rude. Thanks a bunch. Hey, I'll treat you. It's an instant muscle suit that you love those. Thanks, Bela. Sandy, do you need something, Inks? I just want to say hi. Look at me. I'm so enchanted in this ribbon and heart knit dress. Oh my gosh, what if I look so fat my head about the cover of Miss Nintendo? No, caffeine is a poor substitution for sleep, Animax. You need sleep. When your body says, I need sleep, you go sleep. Also, our inventory is incredibly full. We're actually going to have to go and sell stuff just to make room to go get the vegetables to then go sell stuff. It's long, Hammy. But yeah, it is not 8:12 here. It is 2:13. So I am 6 hours ahead of you in terms of time. But not in terms of actual time, because that's not how time works. Time itself is not a human construct, but our way of measuring it is. This and other fun facts you could learn from Kiko. Is that another egg? No. But I will grab it anyway. Wait, Sprocket, don't touch that. It's been on the grill for years. Oh dear. It's okay, it's perfectly fresh. It's magic food. And there goes my watering can. Good news though, we can buy another watering can. I think it's time to empty out my inventory now. And get myself a new shovel. Hey, it's not a Nookazon order, they get delivered via Nook Mail. Nook Mail is very fast. Kids, if someone offers you magic food, run. Context. In a normal, everyday setting, if someone offers you magic food, run. If, however, you live in a magical fantasy setting, where magic is both real and incredibly commonplace, still be rather suspicious, but at least don't doubt the fact that the food is real. It's not because magic, but it could actually exist in that instance. But yes, we are presuming in this instance that magic is real. For instance, if magic was real, I'd be able to cast a spell on you that would make you, like, pledge to everything on my throne wishlist. But sadly, that's not a power that I possess. Well, the person could also just be a wizard, you know? Wizards can make magic food. Also, again, we are presuming that magic is real. Which it isn't. And I know exactly why magic sadly isn't real. It's unfortunately a very sad yet realistic fact. And I'm sure Alias can probably guess it. How much space do I have left? I might have enough space for everything I've got here. Yes, I have just enough space. Literally just enough space. No, but that's a good point. No, if magic actually existed, you absolutely would bet that big corporations would have commoditized, trademarked, and cornered the market in it, and thus they would be able to profit off it. It's like, well, you could get a normal surgery, or you could go get a wizard to create yours. Oh, well, Eberron is interesting, because you have that, but you also have people who don't do that. Yeah, but magic, Alias. Magic could break the second law of thermodynamics. Remember, the second law of thermodynamics is only a law based on our current knowledge and understanding of physics. One day, something could come about that would completely change our understanding of science. This could happen. But, like, actually, it turns out that most of science revolves around tea ceremonies. You would have doubt, but then someone would present their super scientific paper on it, and you'd go, no, that checks out. That checks out. Science of tea ceremonies. Oh! The number one thing I found in realizing when you're on your way to discovering things is learning that we know very, very little, if anything. Like, the amount of knowledge that humanity possesses about the universe and how everything works, minuscule. Like, infinitesimally tiny. So many gaps. But indistinguishable does not mean that it is. That's a big distinction. It's a big distinction. Something being indistinguishable from something doesn't make it that thing. It's still different. Yep. There's the other 95%. Cool seeing you, Sandstar. Glad you're here. I got a gift for you. Seriously? You rock. What do you got? I'll tell you what I've got. I've got Thing. You don't mind what Miss now, right? This time it's tastier than some pears. Thanks! Thanks, I could eat these for days. They're scary good, Sparky. What about here's a little something from me to you? It's a warrior armor. Thanks. You again, Sparky. Did you forget something last time? I just want to chat. Do you have any favorite sayings? I've got tons. Failure is the mother of success. That's a really famous saying. I used to freak out whenever I made a mistake, but that saying helped me turn things around. Now I'm always trying to learn from my mistakes so I can do better next time, Sparky. It's like, we know how much of this thing it is. We don't know where it is, what it does, how it does that thing, or what it impacts, but we know it's there, and we know there's a lot of it. I know I've said it before, but I find it fascinating that originally people thought, well, space is full of ether, this fluid thing that you would travel through, and then people went, no, it's just an empty vacuum, and then science has now gone, no, actually, space is full of something. So in a roundabout way, we've gone back to the ether idea. It's just a different kind of thing. It's also not full of a lot of things. In a sense that a lot of the things that it's full of we can't see. But it's there. Are you there because you smell something yummy? Because I'm making something yummy. Guess what I'm making? Some mushroom curry. And the best part, you can make all you want once you know the recipe. I know. Take the recipe, then we'll be able to both fill ourselves full of deliciousness. Woo-oo. Thanks, Dizzy. It's the woo-oo. Oh, you already know that recipe, huh? But that just means you get to give it to someone. Yay! There's something up, I haven't been paying attention. I've got a thing for you. Huh? What is it? I've got thing. What's inside? I'm gonna look. Some pears. Yummy, delicious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, sister, can lay the floor and eat that. I might even share with the bugs. Fun fact, I'm wearing a very similar jumper to that. I want to thank you. Here, man, a fired up kanji tea. Hope you like it. Whoa. So space is a giant piece of toast that someone's just spread marmalade over very, 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 very thinly. And is continuing to spread it out as the toast keeps getting bigger. Here, what's new? Let's chat a few times. Can't imagine cooking without my gas range. I can think about making a kind of food with this. Thinking about it doesn't make me this hungry though. I'm so sleepy. Anyway, what's going on with you? We'll chat twice more after this one. Tomorrow's the day the folks of Happy Home Academy come to visit. The bugs on the floor always get excited when the Happy Home Academy comes by. I wonder what score I'll get. Probably not high. Hiya, what's new? Let's say hi. I love drawing. I use all kinds of stuff. Colored pencils, crayons, finger paint, snack dust. Crayons are cool. They're little sticks of color you rub on paper, turn the paper that color. Crayons can be trouble though. They break real easy. They melt if you sit on them for too long. The professor always says, I told you not to put these in your nose. She says it every time. I love that one. You must be pretty bored to talk to me over and over, so what's up? One more chat. Hey, do you want to know the confused part of my outfit? It's my simple parka. This outfit's so great. I've worn it to nap, snacks, and one time I wore it to a snack nap. She tells him every time, don't stick the crayons up your nose. Oh, hey, buddy! Yo, you've been training quite cool. Got a thing for you. Really? What is it? I'm gonna give him a great change of wardrobe, trust me. Revolutionize what he's wearing. Haha, whatever it could be. A basketball tank? Seriously? Awesome! This should really help me highlight my delts. Thank you! This is definitely my style, Quacko! Yes! Yes, it is. Gotta use what you take. Please take a hand at tank. How did I know that was your style? I'm just that good at it. figuring it out. Need to think, Quacko? Let's chat. Been into any cool fitness training programs lately, Quacko? Yeah. Oh yeah? Good for you. It feels good to work out, so let's both keep it up, Quacko. Man, we should get more short burp jocks. They really tie the island together. In fact, I think you could base an island around short burp jocks. Fun fact, could I do that? Let me find out. Could I, in fact, do that? I bet I could. Not that I'm going to. But could you have an entire island of them? So, you've got Ace, Bill, Goose is a bird. You've got Jay, Jitters. You've got Pierce is too big. Scoot. Sparrow, Sprocket. You possibly could. You possibly could make an entire island of nothing but medium or small sized jock birds. Yeah, we have him. He's called Bill. You know, Bill. Who doesn't say Berserk, he says Quacko. No, that's Bill. See, here's someone that could say that Jitters is a real villager on Animal Crossing. Hello, Rizolka. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. How did your stream go? I'm wearing a lot of pink. Well, if it isn't Sandstar, so glad to hear your voice. We have been raided. You must prepare for battle. Seriously, for me? Yep, I've got a thing for you. Here's thing. Now, what do we have here? Ooh, could you hear my tummy rumbling? Is that why you got me these pears? I'm just gonna tuck that away for 5 minutes from now. You know, I can't just accept this without giving you something in return. Let's see if I have anything decent to give you. How would you feel about an outdoor table? Just a whole table. Alas, I'm raiding and dashing. It's late, and I have to be waiting another 7 hours for another stream. See you later, Rizolka. Have fun. Thank you ever so much. Greatly appreciate it. For those of you that have come over from Rizolka, hi, I'm Kikoskia. Let's player, streamer, author. Been doing content creation in one form or another for over 17 years online. Do you ever think about the future, Sandstar? Wonder what things will be like 5 years from now? Dream with me for a minute. You and I will have grown and changed. How we look, and even how we dress will be totally different. Maybe I'll start wearing bandanas. Oh no! What if I start wearing bandanas, Sandstar?
Mayhem! Yippee!
And whoa, 44 months, that's almost a year, Keek. Squid, that's nearly 2 years. Thank you very much. 44 months with Prime Gaming, that's so kind of you. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means you have a Prime sub, you can spend it on like you spend it on me! I mean, I won't say no. I won't say no. Thank you very much. Need an outdoor table anymore, because they ordered an office table and Nuggets in. Weird thing is, the app said they lost it somewhere. 44 months, Kiko? 2 years? Yeah, it's nearly 2 years. I know it's nearly 4. But if we compare it to the existence of the universe, it's close enough to 2. God, I've used that metric for everything. I'll be over in half an hour. But you're traveling from one side of the world to the other. Yeah, but compared to the like cosmic length of the universe's existence, it's half an hour. It's not that long, really. I do need another slingshot. Kiko, I teach maths for a living. Your statement pained me. It's okay, I pain people every day with my existence, Alias. I read my comments, I know this. The truth is that compared to the existence of the universe, 4 years is literally, well, not literally, but almost nothing. In comparison. It's always interesting when people do the thought exercise of, if the entire history of the Earth was 24 hours, this is how long humans have been on it. And you look at the amount of time, you're like, oh. And it's not very long. Here's a random question for you, Alias. Have you been sent any more massive PDFs the size of multiple Dooms recently? Comparison part is fine. It's the 44 months part that brings you pain. I've been teaching perspective for a student, and one of them has failed a similar question. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Madam. But no, you don't need to take what I said seriously, Alias. 44 months is 4 months away from 4 years. Easy way to find that out is if you split it into quarters, and the year is 12 months, you have 4 quarters of 11 months. Hey, how you doing? Got a thing for you. What, you want to give me something? I do. Would you like... thing? Well, I might as well get done rapping. Some pears smells down good too. I'll give me some real good home. In my belly. Gah ha 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 ha. Don't want any freebies. Here, have a rose print jacket. Sum it up. Well, let's chat. Well, I've been chasing bugs with this here net just like I did when I was a kid. Sure brings back memories. The thrill of the chase, the triumph of getting the race, double right quit. I'll never forget the feeling. Whew, guess I should have forgot how tired bug hunting is though. Time to get jumping on a nap. Yeah, but by that logic, Mr. Madaman, you're late on paying them by a similar amount, so we'll just consider that they both balance each other out. They're late in delivering it, you're late in paying it. It's okay though, Alias. I never claimed I was smart. What? It's too slow. You gotta deliver it faster. Gotta get that payment over there sooner. But yeah, I've never said I was a smart man. In fact, I've always said that I'm not a clever man. No one has denied it so far. Well, not many people have. Also, egg. We haven't found Margie, and we haven't found Vesta. Don't know where Vesta is either. Interesting. Well, Margie's not in her house. But the cheese is, of course, here. Yep. Nah, it's just cheese in there, Animax. There's just cheese. Do we have the money? I like the fact that I've been so terrible with math that Aldius is left in disgust. There is just incalculable fury. My street cred will never recover from this. Oh wait, I don't have any street cred. My street cred will still never recover from this. You receive a poor math report in the mail. Well, it's a good thing they don't know where I live. There's no Margie here. Hey there, welcome to Mrs. Bobby So Fashion Made Lovely, my claw. Thank you. And yet somehow the report card gets to me anyway. It's sort of silly since I've been at the shop all day, but study weather helps you work faster. Or maybe it's just that I'm making shorter sleeves. I don't know. We'll find out. Do you need the video? Go right ahead. I do, thank you. I do. Maybe I don't, actually. But I still looked. Hold on. Let me caught your eye. Afraid not today. Thanks. Please come again. I will. We should have a quick look around for Margie. Quick look around to see if she's here. And I do need to sell more stuff. Do need to sell more thing. This is when somehow Margie's managed to get past me. Okay, that was there. I don't know where Margie be. Or what Margie can see. That was a subtle one. Did you get it? I thought that one was pretty clever. Pretty sneaky. Scientists increasingly believe that sometimes Kikoskia can come up with funny puns. But only sometimes. Margie is the friends we made along the way, because Margie's our friend. See, I'm going to post a Margie emote now. Yeah. See, there's a Tootie emote. Look at that Tootie. Look at it, like it's a Tootie. It's a lovely emote. Okay, I do need to think about some emotes for big bit donation milestones. Do need to think about that. Oh no. What if I actually made an emote for Bill or Sprocket and put that as a high bit one and also called it Jitters? Oh no, that would... Oh, I could do that. I could do that. Well, I need someone to make the emote, but I could do that. Oh, I found Margie! Oh. Margie's having a read. She's reading a book. Greetings! Good to see you. I got a gift for you, Margie. For me, really? Yep. Would you like... Think? It's a good thing I emptied my inventory. Might have some right now. Oh, this is great! It's some pears! Thanks, that's so thoughtful of you. As a thank you, please take my cute floor lamp. Thanks, Margie. Everything okay, Tootie? Let's chat. Have you ever heard of a pile of books falling over even though no one was around to touch them? That happened to me just the other day. I jumped so hard I spilled the cup of lemonade I was drinking. Normally it wouldn't be a big deal, but I won't be able to use my usual stain prevention this time. I'm not spilling stuff in the first place. Bit. Look at that Tootie. Case number 587,000 bajillion. Why Margie is lovely. I present Exhibit A. Margie. As you can see, Margie is lovely. I really did scare Alias away. I know I probably didn't, and Alias is just busy. I also know that there are 29 of you here at the moment. Thank you ever so much, everyone. It is incredibly awesome to have you all here, even if I am saying silly things about math. But then again, Kiko says silly things a lot. Someone dump this, please. Did you drop your pants? Yep. Welcome to Dwarf Forge. Oh, by the way, I've been thinking of doing a little hiatus, a temporary hiatus on RimWorld, and I have an idea for what game I want to replace it. It's a bad idea, which is why I think it will be a great thing. So remember when I played Might and Magic 7? Do you remember when I played Might and Magic 7? With my All Might Low Magic party? This is when no one remembers Might. I remember you playing the best game in the series, Might and Magic 10. No. It was not. Oh, that's money. Hang on. Don't want that. I want egg, though. Egg! But yes, I've played through 10, and I've also played through on my channel 7. Now, I was thinking, what if I did a similar idea for 6? What if I played Might and Magic 6 with the same rough thought process? The only thing that makes it more challenging is there are only 6 classes available in... Actually, 2 things. First, there are only 6 classes available in Might and Magic 6, and only one of them doesn't get any spells. The second thing that's a problem in that game is that if you can learn a spell, learn an ability, you can master it. Because in Might and Magic 6, they hadn't added the cap for abilities. So if you had some ability to use something, you could just use it to the fullest. So I was thinking, if I wanted to make a party that was the closest I could get to being a All Might, No Magic party, the closest way I could do it would be Knight, 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 Druid. Now, yes, this means that you end up with one person that can use all the spells. However, that's only one person. And that would mean that person would have to spread their skill points over 7 magic abilities. And that's a problem, because that's 7 magic abilities. Random fact for you, by the way, in Might and Magic 6, there are not only the gargoyles, of which one of them is immune to physical attacks. Knight, 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 druid. One of these things is not like the other. Okay. Let me be clear on this one, Alias. With Might and Magic 7, I played Knight, Thief, Monk, Ranger. Ranger is a slightly more fighty druid. And I will just say that playing Might and Magic 6 with a party of only 4 knights, still on map, would be pure pain. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear, pardon me. Why, hello, Sandstar. Welcome to the Hillside Museum. How may I be... Oh, no, Clouth. Might and Magic 6 has a wonderful thing compared to 7, which is that it has literal hordes of enemies for you to fight. Ooh, all time to assess, I'm all aflutter. They hadn't got the balance right, and so you just fight. Here is a field with 7 bajillion wizards that you can slay. Well, the one I see, let us take a closer look, shall we? Oh, yes, indeed, they're quite splendid, but last some museum rarely has fossils such as these. I'm tempted to purchase these for my personal collection. But no, I must take such restraint. But home to you now. Is Heroes Might Magic any good? Can't tell you, never played them. Might I help with anything else? Jolly good, please enjoy the rest of your visit. I've only played the RPGs. I've never played Heroes of Might and Magic. So I cannot tell you. I was home next today. Kept some coffee. It's 200 bells a cup. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I've played 6, 7, 8, tiny bit of 9. I've sadly completed 10, and I've also played some of 4 and 5. World of Zine, as it's called. I brewed this cup especially for you. Drink up, Koo. I did do my Magic 10 to myself. I did. It was an experience. We uninstalled it live on stream. We did. I left a review live on stream. Also, someone's turning up live on stream. Hey, it's Orville. Hey, good skies to ya. Wilbur calls the coffee here Go-Go Juice for Dodo Dudes. He's a big fan. Glowing review. No, I didn't. I did not leave a glowing review. There's a reason why there hasn't been another Might and Magic game in the RPG series for a long time. I'd see you out there. We're gonna do all these things in all the Heroes of Might and Magic games and the Might and Magic games to save Enroth. Oops, we blew up Enroth. Yay, the previous games were pointless. No, there is a new Heroes of Might and Magic game coming out. Enroth. Not Enron, Enroth. But it's okay. But it's okay, Alias, because even as the... Oh, we found Vesta. I'll explain a little bit. Hey there, Sunstar. Out shopping too, Bafo? I got a thing for you. Do you want to give me something? That I do. Would you like... Thing? Can I go ahead and open this? Oh, this is great! It's some pears! I don't know, Alias. Thanks, that's so thoughtful of you. Here, I want you to have my retro gas pump. I'm gonna have a think about it this weekend. Need something? Bravo! Let's chat. I stopped in today because I had a feeling it might be a bargain waiting for me. I just have to find it. So, what they did with Might and Magic between 8 and 9 is that they went, oops, the Armageddon blade and this blade clashed and the world blew up. However, all these weird magical portals appeared all around Enroth, and lots of the important people, and lots of the important people all managed to escape. And so, even though they're on a new world, all of the old stuff is still happening on the new world. It's like, what was the point? Yes, some of the characters aren't there anymore, but... So we did a whoops retcon. No, we didn't. The Enroth Heroes of Might and Magic game that is coming out soon is set in the far past. No, Enroth has still been blown up. They have not unblown up Enroth. Enroth is still gone. Is that egg? And the funniest thing is Might and Magic 9 was set on the world that the newer Heroes of Might and Magic games were set on, Axioth. Even sounds like Enroth. Then Might and Magic 10 was set on a completely different world that was even less interesting. I don't even remember what the world in Might and Magic 10 was called. Also, there's the scallop. Darn it, I was going to do something with that. I'm going to remember what that world was called. What was it called? It did have a name. Hey man, about that scallop of yours, can I have it? Sure. Well, thanks generosity, man. I'm going to look it up. What was it called? What was it called? Since you're cool, I'd be something you'll dig. Let me lay some truth on you. The deep kind. Feel this. Sometimes I dream about throwing the best party anyone's ever seen, man. Pascal's Rager, they call it. Never noodle around that. Yep, today's a good day. Okay. So, it's called Ashen. So it's set a few years after Heroes of Might and Magic 6. So it didn't even spend that long on Axioth. What even happened to Axioth? Okay, so it's the setting of Heroes of Might and Magic 4, Might and Magic 9, a novel, and a couple of random, like, 2 campaigns in Might and Magic 7. So they spent, in total, 1 mainline RPG game, 1 mainline game in the Hero series, 2 campaigns in another series, and a book in Axioth. The world was scrapped in favour of a new setting after New World Computer filed bankruptcy, and the license for the Might and Magic brand was acquired by Ubisoft. So yeah, basically, they not long before the whole company went under, New World Computing nuked their setting to make a new setting, and then went broke. That's what they did. Good old Quacko. Call me a bit of an old fuddy-duddy here. But I feel like if your company is financially in trouble, what you shouldn't be doing is spending a large amount of time, effort, and resources nuking everything that you already have, so that you then have to devote tons of resources to make something new. Completely. That may not be very popular. Now, the thing about Might and Magic 9 is that they never finished it properly. The company kind of went broke while they were working on it. I understand desperation, but there was still more they could have done with... It was Subsidio 3DO. Yeah, it was. It was. But New World Computing went bust, effectively. Yeah. It wasn't always a subsidiary of 3DO, though. That's the good point. It wasn't always a subsidiary of 3DO. Look up exactly when that happened. Yes, 1996. 1996 was when New World Computing was bought by 3DO. And that's when they made the Enroth saga. Because Might and Magic 5 was the final one in the Sheltem saga. Which was referenced in 7. But yeah, it just... I don't know, trying to think of what a good comparison would be. Trying to think about what a good comparison would be to what 3DO did there. What New World Computing did, rather. It also depends, admittedly, on how much they knew about 3DO's financial troubles. How much did they know? I imagine they knew quite a bit. Because to be fair, the 3DO console did not exactly sell Mega Busters. We're not all playing the 3DO 4 right now. But that's the thing, Alias. Because they had the thing in Enroth when it was blowing up that magical portals appeared and even angels were whisking people away. They were in a new world, but most, if not nearly all, of the stuff that was from the old world was also there. So you still had the Griffinheart dynasty making a sort of King Roland, Irathia sort of kingdom. You still had the mages of Bracada. You still had the necromancers. You still had the barbarians. You still had the Kriegans. You basically had everything. But what they could have done with that, Alias, was just made a new continent. Just go, here's a new part of the world that we didn't know about. They did it with the other Might and Magic Heroes games, and then Might and Magic itself. They just made new continents. I think for 8 they had Jardame, which was referenced in earlier games, but then they actually showed you it in 8 and the other Heroes games. So here's Jardame. But yeah, Might and Magic 9 is an absolute dumpster fire of not great, because, as was said, the company was kind of dissolved partway through creation. And fair play to the people that worked on that game, because they ended up putting, some of them ended up putting a lot of their own time and effort into trying to fix the game. And that is incredibly commendable. They tried their best to make the game work, which is only is only capable of achieving so much because the world of Axioth in Might and Magic 9 is held together with taffy and hope. Like, it really, really is. But on the other hand, the engine of Might and Magic 8, by the time that game came out, was looking really old. Like, they put out 3 Might and Magic games really quickly, 3DO. They made 6, 7, and 8 very quickly. 6 was their first foray into, like, a pseudo 3D world, because it was 3D, but the sprites for the enemies were 2D. And then the same for 7, but they really polished, like, a lot more things were polished in 7. 7 was absolutely, out of those 3, the best of the 3. 8, they continue to experiment, but things... Already the engine was starting to show its age. Which is weird to say, but already the engine was starting to show its age. Because if you look at when Might and Magic 8 came out, Might and Magic 8 came out in 2000. What other games can you think of that came out in the year 2000? I can give you one right off the top of my head that came out in the year 2000. And it wasn't even... Yes! It wasn't even considered an especially pretty-looking game in the year 2000. But Deus Ex came out in the year 2000. Like, I remember games from around that time coming out. Deus Ex wasn't the prettiest. There were prettier games out there. I'm now trying to think of RPGs that came out in 2000. Oh! Oh! So, do you want me to give you a list of other games that came out in the year 2000 that were RPGs? Which you look at Might and Magic 8 and you compare them to, okay? What other games? Final Fantasy 9. Baldur's Gate 2: The Shadows of Arm. Phantasy Star Online. Nox came out. Paper Mario. No, it was later than that. Final Fantasy 9 came out in July 2000. Final Fantasy 9 is July 2000. Final Fantasy 8. 8 was 1999. And 7 was 1997. So there was only a year and a bit turnaround in release between 9 and 8. A year and a bit. And then 10 came out in 2002. But yeah, Might and Magic 8 was competing with Final Fantasy. Oh, some games did take a long time. Like, sometimes they did take a while, but usually because of problems. But also, games were smaller, games were less complicated. Like, video game development now, if you're making a modern game, is incredibly complicated. Like, games have become very in-depth. Also did Singy Belly. Singy Bella. Sorry. Yeah. Bangkut. Hey, Duke Nukem Forever was not a great game. However, Duke Nukem Forever came out. And that, unfortunately, is more of an accolade than some other games get. I'm waiting for Deus Ex The Fall 2. When's that coming out? Oh wait, the Deus Ex franchise has been completely axed. You know what's actually sad? So, New World Computing went broke. Because 3DO went broke. You know who else went broke? Not too long afterwards? About a little bit later? Surtech. Surtech, who made the Wizardry games. Now, there's a lot of overlap between the Wizardry games and the Might and Magic games. Not in their combat engines, but in the way they play and the atmosphere they have. And the Might, like, Wizardry 8 did come out, but they had to sell advertising space at the end of their game, so if you quit the game, adverts come up. Like, they had to sell advert space to get the money to finish developing the game. And the game has a export your characters for a future game feature, like the other ones did, even though no game was happening. Wizardry 8 is flawed. It absolutely is flawed, but it is a game that marks the end of a series. And I'm glad at least they got to make it, because Thalion Software, they made Amber Sun and Amber Moon. The Amber Star, sorry. Amber Star, Amber Moon. But they didn't make Amber Sun. They weren't able to make Amber Sun because they went broke. But some of the people that worked at Thalion Software were able to go and work at a different studio. That studio being Blue Byte. And then they made a certain little game that came out in the mid-90s that is a favourite of mine that you may have heard of. It's called Albion. And it's not connected to Amber Sun or Amber... Well, it's not connected to Amber Star or Amber Moon. But it, oh my word, has their footprint. If you look at the art style for Amber Moon, and you compare it to the art style of Albion, it's that. It is absolutely that. It even has the same style combat engine. Never heard of it? What, Albion? Or Amber Star or Amber Moon? Because if you've not heard of Albion, it was my third Let's Play ever, and I've replayed it since then. It is a very interesting and very good RPG. And I wholeheartedly recommend it to people, although I do warn people that Camulon exists. So, when you get to the Camulon part, I will say, strap in, it's going to be a long journey. Oh my word, Camulon. Camulon really is, hey, we need to lengthen the game somewhat. I know, let's make an absolutely huge dungeon that you have to go through and you can't back out of, and it is absurd. Like, incredibly absurd. Ah, I see. I see. I see what's going on here. Don't make me add a draw emote. I will. No one will understand why it's there. But there'll be a draw emote. No, I'll add a Rainer emote. There you go. Just a Rainer emote. No one will understand. Like, why is this here? Who this? And I'm like, well... That's it. Yep, yep. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Next bit emote will be Drur. Drur from Albion. I'll be like, hey Sonia, I've got an emote thing you can make for me. It's Drur. And they'll be like, who? And I'll be like, here's Drur. Bid him. Like, only the people that give the most bits will be able to use the Drur emote. The most prestigious Drur. You ever said a word a lot of times and it slowly loses meaning? I think that's starting to happen with the word Drur. I think it's happening with Drur. Also, just remember, that is a world where those aliens can transfer their consciousness into people, and thus effectively gain a kind of immortality. And there is a character in that game who, by that method, is over 600 years old. He's 600 years old because he is a repository of ancient knowledge that is too invaluable to lose. There's also other reasons why that you discover that he is that, but it's fascinating. Like, actually, I'm this old. Sorry, I've been rambling about Albion and Might and Magic. Wait, this is a Kiko stream. Of course I've been rambling about Might and Magic and Albion. That's what I do. One day I'll be like, well, Might and Magic 7, you could play a party with very few spells. Alright, Grandpa, back, like, come on in. There was a good and an evil path. Yes, Grandpa. The future is now, old man, I'm told, as I'm kicked off, like, pushed off the ledge. Sadly, I do not have a full-size orb to ponder. Sadly, there is not a super secret chicken path. This is not a thing that exists in the game, I'm sorry. However, I do love the fact that Might and Magic... Watch your Albion playthrough so many years ago, I forgot everything. You should play it yourself. You should. Absolutely, Marsdith. Play it. It's a fun game. It's also available on digital platforms. But I'm an old person. Any tips? I don't know. Oh yes. Any tips? Don't leave the spaceship that you're on until you find the incredibly cool, awesome secret item. There is a very awesome secret item that you can get that will be very useful. Hey! I did use the gun in the replay. I did! I used it on the Crondeer. I used it on the Crondeer. And then I saved the ammunition till the end of the game when it was used in the final fights, because the final fights are ridiculous. Oh yeah, if you forgot that much, I will warn you, the setting starts off in sci-fi, it does not stay sci-fi. Well, actually, it does stay sci-fi, but your access to sci-fi stuff diminishes considerably. Until right at the end of the game, when it decides, by the way, more gun. By the way, more gun. And then the game gives you more gun. Alternate future history, because the game's set in the future, I think, Alias. But, you give me a moment, I'll be right back. Me! I'm back. The other bit of advice I would give you is, almost all the time, people don't care if you take items from places that you're in. If you can reach over a counter to grab something, you can grab it. The other bit of advice, while Alias says use the gun, don't use all of the gun. It will be in your best interest to keep at least some rounds for the gun until the very end of the game, because if you keep some, one aspect of the end game will become a lot easier. One aspect will become easier. But don't worry about missing party members. There is a long period of time in the game where you do not have a choice of who's in your party. So you are set in who's in your team. Well, not the end, but most of the way to the end. Yeah. When you get to the point of no return, when you go to the point of no return, have some bullets with you. Or as the game calls them, cartridges. But the game's actually really, really firm in the fact that you have the gun, if you can get the gun. It's not actually guaranteed you'll get the gun. If you can get the gun, you can find some bullets for it, then you can find a few more bullets. Yes. Well, you need to find the gun first. Step 1 is find the gun. Step 2 is find a way to keep the gun. And then step 3 is find bullets for the gun. The gun in the game, because various people have different classes, the gun in the game can only be used by by a handful of people, but it is incredibly powerful, and it also increases your skill in ranged combat dramatically while you're using it. Hang on a moment. Do that. Typety type. Yeah, I've got to do my typety types. Very important for me to typety type. I gotta type. It is a thing I must do. Is that egg? Is that egg? Egg! Pew! We have egg. Fantastic. Egg has been acquired. Do you know what else has been acquired? Me thanking all of you folks, because you're all absolutely fantastic, amazing, brilliant, and wonderful. I couldn't do what I do without you. I wouldn't want to. This is sadly the end of the stream, but I'm greatly appreciative for you all being here. And there is a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude. Starting off on my website, kakarskia.com, you can check out all kinds of things there, including my schedule, with $30 long, lots of links where you can buy up and hope. There's also a Discord. Join a larger thriving community there, which I'm often a part of. There's loads of ways to talk about stuff, loads of emotes, based on Let's Plays and streams past and present. And if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you sub to on Twitch, you use the Twitch emotes in Discord, which is fantastic. There's also my Patreon. There you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's some Let's Play stream might hidden behind paywalls, but there is a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes you typically don't see, including a bit like Limited 2, the editing, compression, test streams, test recordings, and everything makes all what I do a reality. And in these times, with the mortgage and bills and food and all that other stuff, I do rely on the people that pledge to me to make all what I do possible. Even $1 pledged a month is so generous, and it makes such a difference. It really does. Those of you that do pledge, you not only get a different card name on Discord and my deep sincere thanks, you also get the ability to pledge to forward to the Patreon shortlisted votes. Thanks, Ada. There's also my YouTube channels. There is Koskia, my 17-bit-year-old 10,000 plus strong video Let's Play channel. I'm so old. And then there is Kickvodskia, my newer VOD focus channel. And if you'd like to help both channels grow, you can do so by liking, commenting on videos, subbing if you're not subbed, and if you are subbed, why not press that bell for those notifications? There's also my social media accounts, like the ones on Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, the Mastodon, and Community tab on YouTube. There you can get notifications on when I start streaming, or my Let's Play videos go live, and all kinds of random other stuff, but that is not all either. There's also my Throne wishlist. There you can put money towards things that bring me joy, like for instance stuff for the diorama for the Warhound Titan, the future Warhound Titan, and stuff for bookshelves, to store books. Funnily enough, I need a lot of storage space for stuff, and one day that will run out, but not yet, and I'm going to make sure it doesn't run out for as long as possible with your help. Finally, there is me thanking all of you because, seriously, you are all amazing. And I know I say it all the time, but you are amazing and fantastic, brilliant and wonderful. Couldn't do what I do without you, wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are absolutely fantastic and wonderful and brilliant and the reason I can do what I do. Seriously, you are the reason I can do what I do. And I'm just so happy that I continue to entertain you. And with your continued support, I'll be able to keep doing this for many, many years to come. As many years as is possible. So thank you all, folks, ever so much. Seriously, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I mean it. Seriously, thank you. Whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything that you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow is free. No stream there. I nearly said it again. No stream tomorrow. Monday, 7 p.m. BST. I'm not quite sure what's going to be in that slot. I may be planning a super awesome secret special stream. Unsure. I'll keep you posted, but there's definitely going to be something, come what may. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. Remember, be nice to each other, everyone. For if everyone was nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't you? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.